Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. And this is our new perspective, our intuitive exercise for the day. In the background, you will hear that Phyllis has been stuffed full of treats and is happily snoring on the floor. If she starts talking in her sleep, just ignore her. And I apologize in advance for the snoring. She's had a lot of exercise lately and she started snoring instead of talking in her sleep. So it's a step up in my book. Okay, so here we go. We're using the Anna K Tarot today. So we have the Three of Swords, Seven of Rods, or wands, traditionally called wands. We have Death, Six of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Hermit. So we have two major arcana in the Death and the Hermit. And we have 1, 2, 3 swords. So swords are air elements, right? Has everything to do with the mind, logic, intelligence, knowledge, wisdom, strategy, strategic thinking, mind manipulation even, right? Seven of Rods, that's also known as wands in traditional tarot. And it's fire elements. It has everything to do with passion, creativity, action, entrepreneurship, and so forth, right? So the Three of Swords is often about heartbreak, right? About somebody who has hurt your heart, right? But in this depiction, there's no heart being stabbed, thankfully. I'm very glad of that. But, you know, the number 3 is about expansion and growth, right? And swords are about the mind. They're not about, it doesn't have anything to do with feelings, right? So this is not as much of a feeling as it is somebody manipulated somebody's mind or manipulated somebody's heart or mind to feel that they, you know, were emotionally attached, only to be deceived, right? Only to be misled, right? And that can lead to heartache, right? But 3 is the number of expansion. So this is a growing and a learning opportunity that unfortunately every human being has to learn the hard way. We can't learn these kind of lessons the easy way. I wish we could, but you know, and I myself used to heed the warnings of my elders in my youth, but I still did it anyway. Because, of course, in our youth, we go, oh, well, that was back in the day, and this is now, and maybe I can do it differently, and you end up in the same situation that, you know, you were warned you were going to end up in the same situation, right? Human beings are going to learn certain lessons the hard way, regardless of how nurturing and caring and protective your elders are to try to keep you from hurting you or from learning that lesson the hard way. Human nature, you have to learn it the hard way, right? So keep that in mind. So the Three of Swords isn't so intimidating. There are quite a few intimidating cards. The Seat of Swords tends to be a little more intimidating than any other suit, right? Because there's no feelings attached to it. It's all in your head, right? So there's really no emotion behind it, which is frightening because as human beings, emotion is attached to everything that we do because it's part of our soul, right? It's a part of our intuition. It's a part of who we are, you know, as complete human beings, right? So we can't take the emotion out of us or we'll, you know, might as well be robots, right? So then we have over here the Seven of Rods. 7 is the number of introspection, right? So 7 of Rods comes after the 6 of Rods or 6 of Wands, which implies victory, right? So you've been victorious over something, and now you're in the 7s, and you're looking back on where the path that you've had to take to get to where you are now. And you're holding your ground to maintain your state of victory, and also being introspective about, okay, so what lessons have I learned so I don't have to learn those over again, right? So the Death card is about shedding your old self and awakening to your new self, awakening to a significant new knowledge that, or sense of being or internal wellness that gives you new life. It gives you a new direction in your life to take, right? So it's about transformation and evolving into a new journey, a new path, a new state of being, a new way of looking at your life, right? The 6 of Swords speaks to, number 6 is about home. It's about victory. It's about equanimity, about equal give and take, right? It's about fairness and balance and generosity, right? Because the 4s represent balance. Now that you're at the 6 is balance, plus you have a couple things left over to be generous with, right? You have more than enough to maintain your balance and still be generous, right? And the 6 of Swords speaks to moving from chaotic waters to calmer waters, right? Moving from a chaotic or a mentally stressful situation to something that is less anxiety inducing, right? Less mentally overwhelming or mentally challenging, so that you can be peaceful and happy, right? It's about moving to calmer shores. The Page of Swords, pages are the children of the court cards, right? So they're the students, they are eager learners, they are the youth that is looking at the world with it's like looking at the world with childlike eyes, right? Looking at all of the wonder and amazement that is out there. Seeing something again for the first time through the eyes of a child is astounding, because it's filled with magic and wonder and awe, right? And the Page of Swords is also known as the spy master, because they're sneaky and they want to learn, right? They want to learn what your secret, what are you hiding? What are you about? What's going on? And they'll sneak around and they'll spy on you, right? That's what the Page of Swords is known as. I dare say that's a negative aspect, but it could also, depending on what other cards are laid around it, it could also be a good thing, right? They are seekers of knowledge, air element, everything to do with the mind, knowledge, wisdom, strategy, right? So keep that in mind. Then we go over to the Hermit. Now the Hermit is about not only being in solitude and away from people, right? It's what people view the Hermit as, but going within oneself and learning about yourself, right? Dealing with your own shadows and, even if it's sitting in a dark room crying into a pillow for an hour. Everyone has to hermit at some point in time. Sometimes you have to do it quite often, right? I would imagine that every human would have to go into hermit mode on a regular, just to maintain that the strength of your mind, body, soul, to maintain the integrity of your character, to maintain your connection with yourself, so that you can get through it, and deal with your shadow side and embrace that shadow side, and realize over and over again that you are the light. You are the light. If your light doesn't exude from within you, then you can't bring it out into the world to shine for others and guide others with your knowledge that you've acquired by going within, right? So the Hermit is a very special card, right? It's about knowledge, wisdom, mastery, teaching, inspiration. I really like the Hermit card. I believe it's a Virgo card. It's attached to Virgo, I think. But I really like the Hermit card, and not just because I'm a hermit either. It's a very thoughtful, balanced, down to earth, essential way of being, right? You have to do that shadow work, because if you ignore your shadow work, then it's just going to eat you alive. It really will. I do my shadow work every day. Sometimes I skip a day because I need a nap, but most every day I do my own shadow work, right? You got it, right? Got to deal with it. Best to deal with it and lead it into the light and embrace it, so that you can maintain that balance within yourself. If you don't create that balance within yourself, then you're not going to be able to help others, right? All right, here are the oracle cards. So we got a sea soul journey. One of these days I'm going to be able to say the name of this deck properly without having to look at the box. Sea soul journey. Belonging. May you welcome yourself home. Yeah, hermit vibes, right? May you welcome yourself home. Are those turtles? Are those little turtles? Oh, baby turtles. Beautiful. Yeah, definitely hermit vibes, right? I don't know. Then we got a dragon. What is this? Dragon oracle. Let's see. Rainbow dragon. Let me get my eyeglasses on. My readers. Rainbow dragon. Oh, pretty. Brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust. Rediscover wisdom. Expect miracles. Accept opportunities. Well, that is very enlightening, and I think it connects to a lot of these cards, right? Definitely Hermit, definitely Six of Swords, definitely Three of Swords, Seven of Rods, and Death. Even the Page, seeking knowledge. Accept opportunities. Rediscover wisdom with new eyes. Wow. That's magical. I love it when things come together, right? Okay, so let me read. Let me get the book. Okay, so Rainbow Dragon. It's a pretty dragon. Rainbow Dragon. What page are you on? Rainbow Dragon. Rainbow Dragon, page 50. Page 50. This is a card of hope, prayers, expectation, and gratitude. Look for opportunities. Expect miracles. When new openings occur, seize them. Sometimes you may hardly dare to believe that good fortune has sought you out. So make sure you accept it cautiously, consciously, and unconsciously. Do not let it slip away. Remember to thank the rainbow dragon who has come to you for opening new doors for you. Ride with the current of life this dragon has brought you and enjoy everything that comes your way. A rainbow dragon may feel like an illusion, but it is never real. If you catch the flash of rainbow colors out of the corner of your eye, it is your rainbow dragon reminding you that the time for a new life is now. Trust that it will happen for you. Well, that's just confirmation of those connections, right? Beautiful. What do you think? What is it that you are intuitively getting as far as messages go? I love reading your comments below. I love seeing all of your different perspectives. You guys are just brilliant. And I love how you're tuning into your own intuitions and seeing the messages so clearly. And I just, bravo to you. Keep going. Keep going. You're making your life better and in turn making other people's lives better. So I applaud you all. I adore you all. And I hope that you have a fabulous day. And I will see you on the next video.